Today, I'm going to be showing you how to replace the tail lights on an X308 Jag XJ, in this case an XJR. This one's a 2000 model year. This will be relevant up to the year 2003. We'll walk you through replacing the taillight assembly. It's a pretty straightforward process, but yeah, show you what I'm working with here and why I'm replacing mine in just a moment. So when I first purchased the car, the tail lights, we noticed the trim on them had some blistering and blemishes in the trim around the outside here. And honestly, the XJRs came with this treatment which was kind of considered a chrome delete, where they use this red trim instead of the chrome like the regular XJ. And normally I'm all about dechroming, but actually I kind of like the amount of chrome on this vehicle, and as such, James managed to source a set of XJ tail lights which have the chrome trim and are in pretty good shape, and for a pretty reasonable price. So I think this will make for a nice upgrade. They just have this one little blemish here that doesn't really bother me all that much. I'll be replacing, or probably just touching that up, I should say, with a little bit of silver paint. Should be pretty tough to notice once it's on the car. This seller was actually kind enough to even include bulbs and everything, as this is the full assembly, which, as you can see here, try not to scratch the lens. There we go. Basically has just this harness right here. So it's one single plug that runs the whole assembly, and you've got your different bulb slots here. And there's actually a pretty cool thing that I'm going to show you here, but it's actually super easy to replace this entire gray piece which has all the bulbs mounted to it. It's literally one twist and pull and it removes the whole thing. So take a look inside the trunk and show you how it all works. Alright, so you'll be doing all your work from the inside here. Super easy to access. You'll see this cover panel here. That literally is just clipped on and should just pull off pretty easily. You'll see it's clipped to these spots right here and one of these up here. You may need like a flat blade or something to free it up. In my case I didn't. I was able to just pull it off. But yeah, so this is what it looks like in situ in the car. And you basically have this plug right here, and then you've got these three 10 mil nuts, and they're what will release the assembly. So I'm gonna get to undoing those, and actually, because all my bulbs and everything still work, I think I'm just gonna keep the original gray assembly here and just use the outer shell, because upon closer inspection it does look like one of the bulbs on the new one might be blown, and honestly, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Less stuff you unplug and replug, the more likely it is to work. So I'm gonna get these undone, and we'll take a crack at removing some of these parts. So to show you how easy it is, when I say it's a really ingenious thing, this little black tab here is literally the lock that holds this into the assembly. So it's as simple as quarter turn, and the whole thing literally just pulls right out, all as one. And you can see that's all the bulbs and everything right there. So I'm going to just rest that there, out of the way, and we'll work on freeing up the assembly here. Alright, so I've removed the three nuts. They came off super easy, literally just cracked them and then spun them off by my finger. So let's work on removing the actual lens itself. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see if I can do it one-handed without dropping it. There we go. That's freed it up, and there we have it. So now you can see them side by side. That's again the XJ with the chrome trim, and then you got the XJR style that has the kind of red trim to sort of do the chrome delete. So we'll be swapping this guy in just a moment. As usual, there's a little bit of road dirt and everything built up in there. I am probably going to give that a little bit of a clean out. Come over here to the mobile toolkit. My trusty Bel Air. It's like my mobile workshop that has all my tools in it right out here on the driveway. See? A lovely messy setup here. But we'll get this all cleaned out, and we'll do the installation next. So I'm gonna prep the new assembly here. Just gonna remove this gray piece, which I don't intend to use. But that gives me some spare bulbs and a spare one just in case I ever need it. And remove these nuts, which he was kind enough to include. So I have spares as well. There we go. As you see, they do really come off easily. Alright, so this guy is now ready to go in. So, hopefully, it'll just slot in place. There we have it. Just pokes right in. Have to figure out this little seal here. Oh, it looks like that kind of just clips down. Very nice. So, I'm going to reattach the nuts and we'll go from there. Just tightening up the last nut here. They go on finger tight, real easy, pretty much the whole way down. And then just the last couple turns with the wrench. Nip them up, but not too crazy because it is just plastic. You just want to make sure that it pulls this seal relatively flush. And this guy settles down nicely on top there. And then you've got this body seal right here that you want to make sure is seated nice and flush as well. So that's it, bolted in place. I think it looks really nice. And for the easiest part in the world, we're just gonna flip this guy right back up. Pop the carpet out of the way, there we go. And twist, and it's in. That's it, that's one tail light done. So I'm gonna repeat this on the other side, and we'll give you a quick walk around with the new chrome trims on the tail lights. It's worth noting that in this corner here, which sits underneath this piece of trim, it does look as though there may be a little bit of adhesive. So I'm going to pay attention, and if it seems like this isn't sitting down properly, I've got a little bit of play here. I may end up lifting this back up and putting a little bit of some of the body trim adhesive there to hold it down in place. The other side didn't seem to have it when I removed it, but upon seeing this little guy right here, that may be a thing that I need to watch out for. So if you are having trouble with these little seals at the top here laying down flat, it may just be a matter of putting a little dab of that adhesive there and gluing them down in place, and then that should take care of it. Alright guys, here's the finished product. I personally am a big fan. I actually really like the addition of the chrome trim. I think it really kind of ties it in nicely with the chrome around the windows and everything. Again, I am not normally a fan of a lot of chrome on newer vehicles like this, but it's a Jag, and you gotta have the chrome. So, again, if you're looking to replace some either broken or less than perfect or wore out taillight lenses or assemblies, it is super straightforward. And again, I'm very impressed with how straightforward the maintenance on these is. I mean, genuinely, 3 nuts. This job took maybe 10 minutes even with filming. I mean, you could do this, yeah, super fast. Replacing bulbs is going to be super easy, and on top of that, the harness looks like a nice setup as well. It's not a bunch of individual wires, it's just one plug. So that said, it should be extremely easy to work with. So I hope this video was helpful, and if you've been thinking about doing this but were worried it might be kind of an involved project, worry not, because it is extremely easy. See you next time. As always, if this video was helpful to you, we really appreciate it if you'd like, comment, and if you do have one of these cars and you're going to be working on it, we're going to be doing a lot more videos as we slowly fix little bits here and there. Not only do we have the X308 XJR, but James has the X350 XJ Van den Plas, which has been another awesome vehicle. We'll be doing some more service videos and upgrade videos on that as well. So Your subscription means the world to us. Really shows that we're doing the right thing and that our content is interesting to you. And again, any engagement from you guys is really great. Feedback always helps. We love the comments, and we'll do our best to answer back if you have any questions or anything like that. So thanks again to all our viewers, and we're looking forward to doing more soon.